how much horizontal force should be applied to hold the boy, this boy, on the swing? Of course, this boy should apply this horizontal force by trying to hold it. And the weight of the boy is 660, and the angle of the swing with the vertical is 20, as we can see in here. So now so let's first we have the tension force in here. Let's divide it to its components. This is Tx, and the y axis, and this is the Ty. Since this angle is 20, this angle would be also 20, because these are parallels, and this line has passed through them. And so now in here, remember that since I divided the t to its components, the t itself is actually gone. So these are the forces that I have right now, and the mg of the boy, mg, which is 660 newtons, equals mg is given to us, so newtons, and this mg would be equal to Ty, of course, right? We know that Ty equals mg, so the Ty equals, let's write it here, Ty equals 660. I found my Ty. There is another force. The force that they're asking for is actually this force that this boy is applying. This is the force they're asking for, and the horizontal force which holding the boy on the swing. This force equals the Tx, and I know that F that they're asking for equals Tx. This one I also know. So now that I know my Ty, I have to find the t. Let's find the t. Let's play a little bit with trigonometry. I can do it another easier, quicker way too, but I prefer to do it, play a little bit more trigonometry in here. So I look at this triangle in here, this one, this triangle, and angle 20. The Ty is what I am trying to play with, because I already have the Ty, so I want to find the t from it, and the Ty in this triangle is adjacent to this angle, so I am dealing with cosine, which is cosine of theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, so the cosine of 20 in this case, my theta is 20, so the cosine of 20 equals adjacent, which is the Ty, over hypotenuse, which is the t. So the cosine of 20 equals 660, because I have the Ty over the t. I can take the t to the other side, it goes on the top, and the 660 over cosine of 20. So this is now my 660 over 20, sorry, cosine of 20. So now that I have this, I will go to find the Tx, because Tx is actually what I'm looking for, right? So Tx is equal to, actually this Tx is equal to the opposite to the angle. So now go for sine. The sine of theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. Therefore, the sine of 20 equals opposite, which is tx in this. I mean, this one equals to this tx. Just don't mistake this. This is the t here for the whole t, but this part equals to tx. So the tx over the t, and I will have therefore I find the tx, because tx is what I'm looking for. I isolate the tx. Let's leave it to the other side. The tx equals t sine 20. This is my tx that I'm looking for, and I already have the t in here, right? Therefore, the tx equals 660 over cosine of 20 times sine of 20, right? And this part equals, so I just write 660, and this part equals tan of 20 equals tx. So now this is my answer. Actually, this is the f that I'm looking for, and this is my answer. Now you can just substitute the numbers, and if you substitute the numbers using your calculator, the answer would be 240 newtons. So that's it.